Hi, Shamar. This is Christina with Four Lake Marketing. I hope I'm saying your name right. I apologize. I butcher everybody's name. I'm terrible at that. Um, so I reached out to your office the other day about providing a video on how to improve your online presence. I did a bit of research, so I'm just going to go ahead and dive right in. Now, as we know, any consumer, if they're looking for a product or a service, they go to Google and they type in a keyword within the search bar there. And for example, your future consumer would be typing in plumber Westmoreland, PA, right? Now, when we see a location at the end of that, that tells us that that is a local consumer looking for a local business to get service done right away. And because they want that business or the service to be done right away, just based off of convenience, they're going to be contacting these three companies first. Now, this section right here is what we call the Google Map Pack. This is a very important section. You've probably seen this numerous times whenever you do searches on Google as well. Now, typically you would see ads above these, and they're great to run as well. But essentially, what is really important is to be listed within this section based off of excuse me, statistics. These three companies do get the most clicks, and of course, essentially converting to new customers overall for any placement within the page of the first page of Google search results. And of course, this top position here does get the most clicks overall, essentially. Now, I just want to check here to see where you are located at within the Google business listings here. Again, this is for Westmoreland. Let me just double check. Maybe I missed you. Okay, I'm not finding you. I'll have to do a little bit of research to see exactly where you're listed at there. But again, really important to get within that the Google Map Pack there, because of course, essentially you do get the most clicks. Now, this section right here is what we call organic listings. Now, these are websites. I'm just scrolling down here to see if I see. Okay. These are websites that have Google's requirement of 1,500 to 2,000 words minimum on their homepage. That's what we call content. And what drives the content are the keywords within it. So like we see like Westmoreland and plumbing right within the title there. So Google sees those keywords and they know how to index the site. Now it is really important to get as much content as you can on your homepage because the more content, the better. Google will stay on your site longer and index you more for more keywords, such as the other services that you offer and also other service areas. And I just want to make a note because I did not see within the Google business listings or the organic listings on the first page. And that is definitely ideal. You want to be on the first page because 98% of consumers do not get past the first page when looking for a company to contact. And typically, if they don't see you, they won't look any further for a company because they need the service done right away and they call whoever's convenient. Of course, based off of convenience, this position right here is really important. And I just want to check here. I'm going to look under plumber Pittsburgh just to see if you were listed. Just here quickly. Okay, I did not see. Okay. So if you don't have a Google business profile, I would recommend getting one. I think though I did whenever I did a search for you, you did come up and there was two of them that were listed that let me just look here quickly. Okay, so you do have two listed. So I'm not sure which one. I'm thinking this one because this is the one that I contacted you guys with the same phone number. So a couple things I would recommend to improve your rating to get into that Google Map Pack is to comment on all your reviews. Also make sure that you have a business description of 750 characters. Also make sure that you do weekly posts where you have branded photos or like just an example is the photos you have here, but just do a weekly post where you have the photos geotagged to your area, such as like Murraysville or Westmoreland or Pittsburgh, right? And then also too, something that we do for our clients is what we call citations. That is essentially your business contact information. So like your address, your phone number, your website, your email address. And what we do is we really list that information to as many places as possible, such as directories like Yelp, yellow pages, super pages, and Google is like a popularity contest. The more they see you listed, the more popular they see you. And of course, the more times you're listed, more than your competitors, you're going to outrank them, right? Because they see you as more popular. So that's something that we do for our clients that really helps get them get their ranking up. So let's take a look here at your website. I mean, overall, I think your website is absolutely great. You have your click to call there. Your color scheme is great. Photos are good quality. You have your reviews. Like I said, overall, really a nice website. The only thing I would recommend would be to add more content, like we talked about, and get keywords to get indexed for keywords such as like plumber, Westmoreland, PA, or plumbing, Pittsburgh, right? Whichever one, and I'll kind of go over some that are more higher traffic than others, so you can rank within those search results. But definitely get a keyword, that buyer intent keyword, such as the ones I just mentioned, and get them on your homepage. And then also to make sure, so you have back pages for the services that you offer. That's great. I would also suggest doing a back page for the service areas, getting content and the keywords so that you're able to rank for those as well. Now, this is a paid program that I pay for every month. It helps me with my research and my website audits. It really helps me get the behind the scenes of a website to see how it's working for you, right? Because essentially that's what we want our websites to do, right? We want them to work for us, whether to gain more visibility or get more traffic, right? Converting to leads. That's what we want it to do. And looking at the data here, it looks like that you have about 20 keywords. Now, this is what I was talking about, where you like the plumbing or the plumber, right, with the location at the end of it. That's what we call buyer intent keyword. Such as like plumbing in Homestead, emergency plumbing Pittsburgh, right? And you can see your position within the ranking there. Sewer cleaning Pittsburgh. Now, ones that have really high traffic, as you see here, Greater Pittsburgh Plumbing, there's 500 people searching for that every month. And you guys are in the 49th position. I mean, if we could get you in that top 3 position there, that will really help enable you to get a big amount of that traffic converting to new leads for you guys every month. Even this one, drain pipe installation Pittsburgh, that's a good high volume one. As you can see here, I'm not going to kind of go through all of them, but that's another one, plumbers in PA, right? So getting a specific buyer intent keyword on your homepage would help you get indexed. And there's a number of ways on how we can help get your website indexed and also your Google My Business page. But I just wanted to show you some things you can do on your own as well, just to show you some of the high traffic volume ones that will really help get your site indexed and get you in the rankings there. Now, I just want to show you quickly one of your top competitors in your area. Now, their website's great. I mean, that's not really what I'm going to focus on here. It's more so what's going on the behind the scenes. That's really important. Now, as you can see here, they have a lot of keywords within their site. And as you can see, like this one that's another one that has a really high volume. They're in the top position. So essentially, they're going to be getting the majority of those clicks, right? Converting to new customers every month. And just to show you the difference here on the power of having your website work for you, since they're ranked within this keyword, or that buyer intent keyword that has such high traffic volume, this is the amount of people reaching out to them every month. And that's whether to schedule an appointment, get an estimate, what have you. But that's every month. And just consider 20% of that. And I don't know what their closing rate is, but I just say 20% because that's kind of like the standard average. 20% are new customers for them every month. And looking at how your website is working for you, let me backtrack here. My internet would speed up. There we go. As you can see here, you're not getting any traffic. So nobody is coming to your website. So they're not finding you, is essentially what I'm saying here. Now, again, from 0 to that amount every month, that is significant. And looking at their numbers here, I mean, I really think we would be able to outrank these guys pretty quickly, because this number right here, this is their trust factor with Google. And these are both On the scale of 100, this is a power rating. And given that it's a 1, I really feel we would be able to, be able to outrank them pretty quickly and easily as well. And another thing that we do to kind of, for you to get your number bumped up, because you see you're on the lower scale as well, is to take a look at this area right here. That's kind of like our plan of attack. That's essentially shout outs from outside resources such as websites, blogs, directories. They're basically shouting out your website with you having your website link and having it clickable so it gets directed back to your site. Some are more spammy than others. We really focus on the ones that are more authoritative because that brings more power to your site. So overall, I just wanted to provide some suggestions on some things you can do to improve your online presence with your website and your Google My Business page, or your Google Business profile, excuse me. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. I'd be happy to help. I'm most likely going to reach out to you here in a day or two just to see if you have any feedback on my video, because that's ultimately what I do is I provide these for business owners. And if there's any way I can make them better, I would love to know. So, again, I hope you're having a wonderful day and I hope you take care. Bye bye.